Hi, this is Gautam. For today's episode, we're going to look at Krishna River Basin. Hope you all found the Godavari River Basin video useful. So, since we've just finished that, we are going to go to the river basin, which was immediately south of it. So, as usual, we have seen it several times. Before studying the river basin, the first thing is to appreciate the geomorphology. So, similar to Godavari River, we are going to start with Western Ghats, and this is one of the major reasons that the river actually flows towards the eastern side, along with many of its tributaries. Now, if you recall from the previous video, we had stated that the dividing mountain range between your Godavari River Basin and then your Krishna River Basin is your Harishchandra and Balagat ranges. Right, there we go. And south of Harishchandra Balagat, we have two regions of which are slightly elevated. So this is in southern part of Maharashtra and this is in northern part of Karnataka. So here is where you find Hukeri, this region right here. And you should understand that a larger portion of which is Krishna River Basin is actually in Peninsula Plateau, and this is technically your Karnataka Plateau, and then this region is your Telangana Plateau. Now, why should we understand these dashed lines here? See, it is because of the Karnataka Plateau and Telangana Plateau is why you have a large number of right bank tributaries moving towards north into Krishna, and now we have the Nallamala Hills here, right there. And this is the broken parts of your eastern Ghats. Now, if you see the Krishna River, it originates close to Mahabaleshwar, and from Mahabaleshwar, it kind of flows almost in a straight line, and then it enters into the Bay of Bengal right there. So this is your Krishna River. So if you think with reference to your Godavari River, you'll find that one important difference that the orientation is almost from the western to eastern side, and of course it takes a proper southern bend in the delta regions of Andhra Pradesh. Now, if you look at the left bank tributaries, there are three major tributaries which we have. So the first and an important left bank tributary is of course River Bhima. Bhima originates close to the city of Pune and then it moves in the southeasterly direction. It meets the river Krishna in Karnataka along the Karnataka's northeastern border actually. And then we have two rivers which are actually towards the western to eastern side again. And this river, I think most of you are familiar because it flows through the city of Hyderabad. Yes, you guessed it correctly. It is Musi. And close to Musi, we have one more right hand tributary, which is Munneru, which is right here. Now, if you look at the right bank tributaries, the first one is pretty smaller. It's very close to the river Krishna's origin, and that is river Varna. The two tributaries from Ukeri in Karnataka are Ghataprabha and Malaprabha. Right here, Ghataprabha, and after Ghataprabha, we have Malaprabha. And now we have the most important person in southern part of Karnataka. It starts as two rivers, Tunga and Bhadra. And when Tunga and Bhadra merge together, you have a very mighty system. And it was along this system that you had the capital of Vijayanagar. It has a reservoir in the city, in the district of Raichur or close to the district of Raichur. This is the mighty Tungabhadra. And you should know that Tungabhadra has many tributaries flowing into it from the Karnataka plateau, many of them. And Tungabhadra merges with Krishna along Telangana Andhra Pradesh border right there, right here. So this large river is Tungabhadra. So these are the major left-hand and right-hand tributaries of River Krishna. And we have spoken about this several times, and you know the principle. If we are to remember something, we have to make it as illogical as possible. And I've told you before that we use these vowels only as fillers, just for sharpening our memory. So if you look at the first set, that is the left-hand tributaries, they are B, M, M. So what do we have here? Simple. We have Bhima. We have Bhima right there. So what is Bhima going to do? Well, Bhima is going to cross a bridge. And what is the shape of the bridge? Well, the bridge is V-shaped. There you go. And what's he going to do? Well, let's say we have Krishna here. Since we are talking about Krishna River, and he is going to Let's see what we get. So the rivers are Ghataprabha, Malaprabha, and then finally Tungabhadra. And what we're going to do is add vowels to make meaning to the story. So we let's just say Bhima goes meets Krishna. That's all, and he's just going to cross the V-shaped bridge where G stands for Ghataprabha, M stands for Malaprabha, and then T stands for Tungabhadra. So I believe now you have guessed it correctly. So let's go for blind side. So what do we have here? We have the river Krishna. And as part of mnemonics, we use the word Bhima, right? So we have BMM. The first river is Bhima itself, which is originating close to the city of Pune. And then we had two more rivers, and both these rivers, are close to the city of Hyderabad, especially Musi flows into it, and Munneru is to the eastern side of that. So we have River Musi, and then we had Munneru. So there you go, the alphabets BMM. And now coming to the bridge which we spoke about, V-shaped bridge, and V stood for Varna, which is very close to the origin point of river Krishna. And after Varna, we just said he's going to meet, right? So GMT, that's the way it works. So G stands for Ghataprabha, and M stands for Malaprabha. And after M, of course, we have the very important river from south central Karnataka, which of course is from central Karnataka, which of course is Tungabhadra, right? And that's it for today. So remember, I know that this might sound really absurd. I know that this might sound very, very childish, but at the end of the day, we have to make sure that we have the memory of the tributaries which are for Krishna River Basin. I personally believe that this was helpful. So that's it for today's video. And for tomorrow's video, we're going to look at a river basin which is present right here to the southeastern side of River Krishna, and that is River Penneru Basin. So that's it for today. Gautam signing off. See you tomorrow. Happy morning, happy learning. Bye bye.